our president is on his own task. So basically, he takes over for what the president isn't doing, so the president can do his main job. He would be in charge. He could also be in charge with making laws, running it by with the president. Well, actually, he doesn't really have to run it by with the president. He just has to make sure he's making an efficient law that works with the democracy. And our third and fourth place, they will be senators. Yes, senators. One will be the senator of the east side of the United States, the other one for the west side. So, for example, Texan takes over the east side of the United States, and Chinese Chat takes over the west side of the United States. It doesn't matter which order they want. They are in charge with making laws and making sure that each state is healthy and, okay, I guess. They're in charge with that. So, for example, Texan, if he is ruling the east side of the United States, he can make his own laws for each state. He could say that California's tax rates increase by 2%, and Nevada's tax rates can decrease by 3%. They could say that. Now, on the other hand, the president could also take over his law. Now, the senators actually have to run by with the president to make these laws, to make sure the president is okay with these states being edited. We'll just pronounce that. So for example, Chinese Chat in the west side, he could say there was a new plague going on, not corona, but there's a new plague called, I don't know, Miller Lite virus. Basically, he could say for certain states, this virus is increasing a bunch in states like Ohio and Maryland, but there's not many cases in places like Florida or Oregon. He could say, Florida and Oregon, since they're not as bad, their schools are going to school, and Ohio and Maryland schools are not going to school. He could say that. Like I said, run it by the president first, because the president is the one who makes the laws. Now, on the other hand, the vice president would not have to run this with the president, because he's also the president, but just doesn't have that extra level to it. That's basically what this presidential election is all about. These four candidates, even if one comes in fourth place and doesn't win it, they still get a job for coming in the final four. But